Hey everyone, this is Joe Standard. This is Module 11, Gifts to Students and Staff. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about what is appropriate and what is inappropriate when we're talking about gifts for students and staff. So first off, let's go ahead and let's talk about students. So there are two different ways in which we can give gifts to students. We can do it through fundraising incentive or through special achievement gifts. But there are a few rules that go along with each of them. For a fundraising incentive, um, you shouldn't play favorites, and there shouldn't be any nepotism. It should be based off of performance only. Favoritism should not be given. Okay, the prizes must be age appropriate. We can't just give them a four wheeler or a shotgun or something. It has to be age appropriate and school appropriate too. It can't affect the profits. So if it's, cutting into your profits, more than 5%, then most likely it's not an appropriate gift to have. Okay. Gifts should be bought with specific group funds. You can't just take from one group fund just to cover, the incentives for another group. Should never be done anyways. That's just not fair to the students. Unrelated gifts that do not favor one group or over another. Um, what this means is that if you made these funds and everything, and let's say there's a birthday party or something, you want to use those funds, you can't use those. No, you just can't. For special achievement gifts, just like with fundraising, it needs to be age appropriate, nominal cost as well. Um, can't be anything too extravagant or expensive. It may come from the general fund, donations, or parent group. Special achievement gifts can be like awards assemblies. It could be like with sports banquets, just something that recognizes the performance of the staff. Of the students. This is usually something that you see like through Renaissance and things like that as well. Um, so students' gifts are pretty cut and dry, really. Then we start getting into staff gifts. So the process really comes down to really the decision should be made through what's written down in your procedures and a committee. Usually, this committee is the remembrance committee, or maybe it's a teaching group that comes together to recognize someone maybe through like there's something going on in their family, or maybe the staff member needs to be recognized, like maybe for like teacher of the month or something. They should meet at least one time a year to go over the guidelines and the contributions, just to make sure what they have and what they're spending. Good rule of thumb, though, to when we're talking about staff gifts, is that if it's something that the teacher can take with them when they leave, or if they, get terminated, then that is a gift. If it is something that has to stay in the classroom, that is not. Those are two separate things, and those are two separate funds that you have to go into. For special occasions, the staff gift should be something that's reasonably priced. A brand new car is not going to work on this one. Okay, even though we all wish we had a brand new car. Needs to be bought with a remembrance fund, and this is usually done through annual dues, staff donations, some fundraising, like maybe there's a raffle for parking spaces or for maybe supplies or something, because we all could use some supplies in our classroom. And again, this should be regulated by the committee as well. For fundraising incentive gifts, a lot of times staff members are involved in fundraising, so there might be an incentive gift for them to help run it. Staff members, this is usually done through maybe other organizations or vendors, or maybe through something that the school does. The gift cannot be 5% of the profits, because if so, then that just becomes too extravagant. Then we start getting into taxable purposes, and that's just a giant headache that we don't need to really get into. Um, Now, when we're talking about gifts for like all staff members, not just individuals, these are usually like the ones that are given at the beginning of the year during Teacher Appreciation Week. This should be nominal, shouldn't be something that's going to be extravagant or expensive, but really kind of when you say it's nominal, it's kind of open to interpretation as well. Like staff T-shirts, is that a nominal or not nominal? I guess you have to look at like how much the T-shirts cost. This should be paid with funds that are generated by the staff funds that is either set aside or donated. If it's staff generated funds, you can use the money to benefit the staff. This can be done through lounge amenities like maybe paying for soda pop or maybe coffee or snacks or something like that within the lounge. It can be done through bake sales. I haven't really experienced a staff bake sale yet, so that would be a great experience in my life. Or maybe a raffle held among staff members for maybe for certain things. But there should not be any cash or cash equivalent, like gift cards or anything like that, allowed to be given because then we start getting into tax areas and it must be reported on for the W-2. We just cannot do that. It would be great, but this is where we are. So I want to thank you all for watching my video, and I hope you have a wonderful day.